Hey, I'm Warren. What I wanted to talk about in this video was being yourself. And I want to I guess first I'll start by asking a question. Do you think you are yourself, or do you think you are someone else, somebody else of the world? Usually when I say the world, I pretty much mean everybody in general, just the way things are. And most of the time when I say the world, I mean I'm talking about it in a negative way because that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is nowadays, and you can see yourself just how corrupt the world is at this point, and it's reached the point of no return. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Are you yourself, or are you just a part of the world? Are you what the world wants you to be? Think about when you was young, when you're first born. I think that to me, this is just my opinion, but I think this is the only time where you're actually yourself, because at that point you haven't really been influenced by anybody else. You haven't really grown to understand the things that go on around you. But as you get older, everything comes about, say in high school or school, for example, everything is about fitting in. And it really at that point where I believe that we kind of lose contact with who we were, or who we were born, or who we would have been. But at the same time, that's just part of growing up. And you really can't say who you were gonna be though. But still, like I said, we become so focused on impressing others. We do everything to fit in. It comes down to the way we dress, what we listen to, the way we act in public, who we hang around. Getting a crush on somebody and wanting to impress them, you become somebody else in the process. But overall, I think that we all should really just think about it. Who were we when we were younger? If you can think that far back, and just think about how life was then, who you were then, and who you think you were gonna be, and just sit down and think about how you changed over the last decade or so. And I'm not saying that you're you become something evil or corrupt or anything, but I know that life can't have a negative impact on us, and we really won't know it until we just sit down and think about it. But just think about who you are, who you could have been, or who you want to be, who you think you should be at this point. And just think about I don't know how to say it, who you were back then and who you are now. Are you likable now? Does that come at an expense of someone else liking you, or do people hate you because of who you are now, or do people like you because of who you are now? But if they do or if they don't, just think about who you are and just give some deep thought. And I'm not saying you don't have control of your life, or I don't, or we don't, or whatever, but just actually try to be yourself, in every aspect of life, even when it comes to hanging with people, when you're not around people. Well, that's usually when you are yourself, but try to be yourself, try to be a positive person in that way. Try to sort of reconnect yourself to the person you were before life had its impacts. And I mean, yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to talking about that wisdom, I don't have a definition for it, but you know what it is. Everything that happens to us in life we should actually learn from it. And this is one of the things I've been focusing on now. Actually learning from the things that have happened to me, and just understanding the way the world is, and allowing that to actually change me in a positive way. So if you change because of your situations, and you change because of you just change in time, allow those changes to be positive. Learn from the way life is. Learn from the negative things that are happening to you, the negative things you've done, the good things you've done. Just learn from all of it. And if you do change, well, in the process of growing, just allow that to have a positive impact. And I forgot what the topic of the video or whatever it is, what I said first, but yeah, just allow like the changes that you make to yourself, a lot of changes that happen to you, to be positive. Allow them to strengthen. Yeah, my camera cut off, but well, phone, but yeah, like I said, allow the changes to be positive, and allow them to change you, allowing you becoming a better person. That's pretty much all I had to say.